welcome to this week's Generation 9 podcast. Your host, me, Victor Martinez, along with Ehsan Farahi, Vlad Yudin, and Edwin Mejia. Welcome. And before we start with question of the week, I'd like to say to all our loyal fans, any other new fans, anybody who's been watching for a while, we appreciate you, but we also want to ask for any newbies out there, we love for you to basically comment, like, and follow us. We appreciate your support, and to give back, we will give you the no-holds bar on any question you ask, all right? So please, thank you. We appreciate you, and that's all we want, Generation 9 for Christmas. That's all we want.
That's all we want.
All right? A little support, and again, we appreciate you guys.
There you go.
Awesome. So this week's question comes to us, and it's selected by Vic, of course, and it's on, the winner is King Infinite 8748.
He's such a detailed question, Vic. Wow.
Detailed.
A lot of details.
So the question...
Helping before Victor. Detailed.
Let's see how detailed it is.
So the question is, Victor, I'm 33, 5'7", 185 pounds. I recently done 10 sets of 10 skull crushers using 25 pounds each arm. I broke up each set by jumping up and immediately doing dumbbell curls for biceps. I got an unbelievable pump and noticeable gains. However, the pain and tightness in my triceps got an unbelievable pump and lingered for up to 1 week.
Wow.
Damn.
That's a crazy pump.
I know.
I heard of bodybuilders doing heavy squats and having that pain for up to a week as well. What supplement or forms of stretching can I use to speed up recovery so I can get back to adding more gains? I am a natural lifter. I don't take protein shakes, creatine, only the occasional pre-workout. However, the workout mentioned did not include a pre-workout. I enjoy eating food for gains and want to stay natty.
Yeah, congratulations on staying natty. That's great, but being natty does not mean stay away from all supplements, okay?
Not even creatine, he said. Not even creatine.
That's insane. But I hope your elbows are okay, man, because skull crushers, 10 sets of skull crushers, that's insane. But I will also say, I don't know, is that one workout? Are you training it once a week? Are you getting massages?
He says from once workout, he pain for a week. That's not normal. That's
Yeah. And again, he's probably training maybe 3 times a week or 4 times. Yeah. Again, that pain could linger. It's a compound movement he's doing, which is great. He's #1 builder for triceps. But definitely for the recovery, you should definitely, right now, I would have to say vitamin C, your glutamine, massage, what else? BCAA, that will help as well, too.
I would say that too, yeah.
Yes. And that's a lot of sets, staying with one exercise. That's the only thing I could gather is basically you're probably not getting enough massages. And for 10 sets, one movement, I think is very effective. But remember, like Lee Haney always said, it's, stimulate, don't annihilate. So it's one of those things, I always took that to heart because I believe it. You have to fight the battles to fight another day, If you go to war, total war like that, you have to be able to function. So doing that to feel, that the crazy pump and the crazy stimulation, I would say do that once a month, but stimulate it most of the time. And that way you don't overexert that muscle and really annihilate it to the point that you cannot do any other exercises.
Wow. What about stretching? Is it just stretching? How do you stretch arms?
Stretching, you can always stretch, obviously, while you're getting that pump. At the same time, you can actually massage your bicep, you can massage your triceps. Mm-hmm. It's a little, difficult to do it on your own, but it does help. But the massage, if you were that sore the following day, I think a massage would have definitely helped as well, to kind of get that lactic acid, coming out and help the recovery, What else?
I prefer ice too. Ice helps.
Icing it?
Icing it, yeah.
Ice will help, man. But
Ice always helps.
But man, I can never imagine putting on ice after a workout because I actually appreciate.
Well, he said I'm a natural. I'm just taking pre-workout. I'm not taking
I know he's not taking
Whey protein
anything.
either, you know. I don't think he's taking the gluten.
Yeah, he said protein is not good. He said.
No, I mean, protein is actually not bad. Whether you cannot say I'm natty, I don't use protein. You're only
I don't
doing
get that either. I
yourself.
don't understand.
You're only just killing yourself by not ingesting the protein. You know, actually, after the workout, had you ingested protein, that could also, you know, help you speed up the recovery, flushing all those nutrients back into the muscle that you just trained and annihilated, because that was insane. I mean, 10 sets. I used to do that for quads. You know, but then
Wow.
again, you know,
Big muscle.
I wasn't natty.
You did a 10, 10, and 10, right? Like 10,
I
10,
do every month.
10, 10,
10
yeah.
sets of 10 reps.
10 sets of the 10, yeah.
Squat, 10
Is
sets
he in
of 10
danger of
reps.
ripping any, like, is he in danger of injury, doing so
I
many
mean,
for
he's
triceps?
really just sticking to one exercise.
Right,
I
right.
mean,
That's
after
okay,
a while, yeah, I will have to say, you know, definitely just pace himself, you know. But it is working. It's very effective. I don't know how, if he's sleeping enough, could that be it? All I know is when I didn't sleep enough, my recovery also took longer. So there's a whole lot of factors, and definitely eating your meals.
All right.
You know?
Well, King Infinite,
Food.
King Infinite 8748, you are this week's winner. Please, guys, submit your questions in the comments below, and maybe Vic, you'll
And stay
answer.
natty, man. That's fantastic. You
Yeah,
know,
we love
and,
these type of, we love natties.
And I don't know. Send us. I don't know. You can email us some pictures too.
Definitely.
That way we can
Yeah.
also big
Definitely.
you up a little. You know.
Yeah, so
Now, the next topic we're going to talk about is kind of crazy, right?
we're in New York, right, Vlad?
Yeah,
So it's
we're in New York,
So
and-
we've seen our share of gyms that come up, and I mean, Vic, you know this. You've trained all over New York City, all over New York State, and New Jersey, right? So you've seen your share of.
I mean, we seen
You're-
oxygen. You know.
You've seen your share of bodybuilding gyms,
Yes.
strength training gyms come and go. Now you see all these gym chains which they come and go too. You see Blink closing, you see Planet Fitness closing in a lot of locations. And then we just heard recently, right, Vlad, about this new announcement about this new gym.
So we saw this announcement, and right away I wanted to share with you. I wanted to get your opinion right away. So this gym called Continuum. It's a private members gym in West Village, New York City. It's a private gym and a wellness center, and the cost is $10,000 a month for membership. And
10 G's a month.
10 G's a month. Now, I don't know exactly what they just opened recently, right, in May. And the thing is, they only allow 250 members total. So basically, they cannot get more than 250 members.
Well, that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying, yeah.
That's what they're saying. But in reality, what are you gonna say no to somebody knocking on your door and say we want to give you 10 grand just to use your facility? They're gonna say, I'm sorry.
But $10,000 a month, listen, even if you are extremely rich, right? And I guess you don't notice, it doesn't matter, but still, what are you really getting for $10,000? I'm not trying to talk bad about their business at all. I'm just curious to get your opinion on
Like
this.
me,
type
my
of
opinion
price.
on this is, you know, you're paying 10 grand a month. I would have to say, definitely, you don't have any kids, you don't have any child support, or alimony,
Maybe you could do it then, right?
or alimony, or maybe the wife is getting the alimony and now she's joining or something. But it's just insane, because here they're saying basically you could use the entire facility. You know, so everything they have there, they have in Kuwait and oxygen.
There's some kind of oxygen treatments actually there. Something like this. It said on a menu. Oxygen treatments or something like that.
Oxygen, ozone, or whatever
Ozone,
it is.
ozone.
For that price, I'd expect a med spa in there.
I mean, maybe you stuck the ozone up somebody's butt. I don't think it's worth, you know.
Just to compare, so Equinox charges $500 in comparison a month for the highest membership. This is like for the ones that you go to different locations.
Yes, but
You see the
Equinox
difference?
is a social place, you know. It's connections, you meet other people, you know. It's really more.
And they
of
have
a
multiple
business.
locations. This is just one.
Yes, this is just one. And is it going to work? Let's wait and see, you know. Two things are going to happen. Either you're going to get, you know, a whole line of people that really want to join up, or you'll be closing soon, and maybe, you know, Elevation will take that great location you're souping up right now. But
I wonder what Angel thinks from Elevation. What he thinks about this.
yeah, I don't know what kind of clientele they will have. And I think I read it, and I saw that they're using Kaiser equipment. Now, Kaiser equipment is nuts, because it's basically, it's all right.
Damn, not even good.
No, it's all right. It works. It's kind of like these machines that you can work out in, and it's almost next to impossible to actually get an injury.
Oh,
You know, you're not gonna do, you know, personal records or anything. Hey,
Right,
you
right,
know,
right,
I, you know, pressurized, you know, 200 pounds on the curls. You know,
so
I
Vic,
did.
do you think this is just a gimmick to call the most expensive gym?
I mean, there was one for $500 a month, and people thought that was expensive, and I said, no, it's not. It's really not that
Compared
bad
to this.
because, yeah, because it's kind of, you know.
It goes to what Vic was saying. I mean, you have these clubs, right? Equinox is essentially a club, right? So you have
Exactly.
places like Soho House that have their own gyms as well. You know, so you're paying for amenities and you're paying for a lot of options
And status,
offers.
right? Status.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess
You
it's
belong
status.
to.
So, you know, that's what gyms are evolving to now, where they're becoming a lot more than just your strength training equipment. They're having, you know, they have steam room, saunas, cold plunge areas. So it's kind of makes sense.
Actually,
but,
most buildings have that now, too.
right.
So it's like a flex. I'm a member of Continuum. You know, they tell you this, and you know what it is. I'm like,
It
oh
is a
shit.
flex, cool and stuff, you know. Or can I go with you on a guest pass? Or we don't give those.
You don't give those.
There's no guest pass. Only 250 members. That's it, a month. I cannot imagine paying that amount and not getting everything along with it. You know, TRT, you know, blood work. I mean, the whole freaking 9 yards when it comes to training. You know, think about it. I mean, come on, you guys been transforming people here. Generation I Gym. You know, imagine charging 10 grand.
This type of the gyms is just for very short time coming, exist.
Yeah.
Taking money.
You think it's gonna close down?
They're gonna get tourism. They're gonna get some tourism.
Because-
Yeah.
That really think this is the holy grail of like, you know, I'm
We
gonna step
have-
in and come
yeah.
out looking like Michelangelo. Or
We have
something. I don't know.
we have a people, sort of the people, just Google the most expensive gym in my city or New York City. I want to experience the most expensive gym. They want to be show off. I remember when I was living in Dubai, the sheikhs goes to the party in club and then order champagne, and the bills comes like 2,000, 50,000,
250,000.
2,550, 300, 400. Take a picture and then post it in a Facebook
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a static.
So you're saying it's a gimmick
status,
status.
it's status,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
status
Okay.
for the rich people. For
Don't you-
the
don't you
these
think
people
it's-
wants to go, oh, I go to the gym for 10,000. Wow, yeah. They don't care what they do. They don't
Right.
care.
I see what you're saying.
You know?
But I don't
Isn't it
think the
kinda
rich
lame?
became rich spending this kind of money.
Exactly. To go to the
old
gym.
money, no. Old money, no. New money, yes. The
New money,
they-
probably.
Yeah.
Again, but when they go, because remember, if they want to show off, like you said, once they're there and they look around and they're like them and two other people in the gym, it's like, who are they showing off to, you know?
Yeah, it reminds me of like places like Soho House where people like are members and like, you know,
Yeah.
before you're supposed to be somebody important to join that place. Now you see a bunch of people that are nobodies. that are
Exactly.
there.
Soho
And then the
House.
place is almost going
And
bankrupt.
then you start to cancellation for your membership, and then
Right.
after a few months, the gym's canceled because.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, there's a lot of big people that go in there, but I mean, I know I've seen their financials; they're pretty bad, so they might go bankrupt. But I think it's all about status. Like, you know, it's
Well, Vic,
not-
even if this gym hypothetically gives you a personal coach, plus they give you TRT, let's say, it's still not worth $10,000.
Not at all.
Oh, you know what they offer? You know
Maybe it didn't work out for you and you get the results.
You know what they offer actually? You know what they offer in that gym? It's like you can put it, when you go in there, you can put in an order for any food you want, and after the workout, they deliver it. So it's kind of like
Any
Uber Eats,
food
kind
you
of like.
want only twice a month. I don't know.
yeah, look, I mean, anything's possible. You see a lot
10,000 a
of.
month.
I don't want to that business, but I want to get your opinion on it. It just seems a little.
It's just a lot.
You know?
There's a lot. It doesn't say, is the training included? You
Well,
know,
look, that brings us-
They lost me at Kaiser only equipment.
Right.
That's it. They lost me
The
only
question
on
is
that.
also, what is the most somebody should pay for being coached? A month or a year, in your opinion? The most
Yeah,
for
that's
the
a good
top
question
coach?
because we see a lot of. I mean, there's a flood of coaches out there.
So many.
I mean, you're talking about everybody's a coach.
Yes.
Literally.
So
Many coaches, many
Literally.
gurus
I mean,
and coaches.
You know, there's gurus and coaches. It's like we're living in the new revolution of coaches right now.
Yeah.
And social media, right? So, what would you recommend, Vic, is a good price point for a good coach, and what would be the cost monthly?
It depends. You know, is this coach training you, giving
Training.
you a diet? You're
No
doing
diet, just
everything?
training. Just
Training you, maybe
Just
giving
training
you.
The trainer is not coach; it's a trainer. So
Yeah,
there's difference
you're
between
trainer.
trainer and the coach.
Yeah, because the coach kind of gives you the whole diet, you know,
Everything.
supplementation.
Okay, so how much should somebody pay the most for this? For coaching, overall coaching a month, the best coach in the world.
Because there's coaches that don't train, right? So you're saying
Yeah.
the
I
coaching.
mean, you should be paying a good coach, $5,000 a month, or basically 10% of your win.
Well, let's
If
say
you
no
can
one-
be giving about 50% of your win to any coach. That's
Okay,
just
but this is for
freaking ripoff.
So just to clarify Vlad's question, is that for an athlete or is just for an individual? Like, there's a lot of normal people there that are signing to coaches.
Just in
it's
general, just in
anybody.
general.
Yeah, anyone.
So-
now athletes obviously, you're gonna be putting a lot of more attention on them. You're gonna waste more, give them more time. So that's why I said if it's gonna be somebody's gonna compete and get a purse, 10% of the win. Or
If you're an athlete, right?
yeah, if you're an athlete that's competing professionally, or if you're paying monthly, I would have to say $3,000 to $5,000 a month.
For no, oh wow.
And that's a lot of money, actually. Check this
It's
out.
not
There's
a lot if you're, if
Take
you
it serious, I get
believe
it.
the service. If
you believe the service,
yeah,
yeah.
and plus you're training with them 4 times a week, 5 times a week. That's
It was a cool article last week, actually. You guys familiar with Eric Janicki? He's a pro bodybuilder. You familiar with him? Eric Janicki. So he broke down the cost of what it takes to be a pro bodybuilder today. And he says it costs up to $53,000 a year. And he broke it down into categories. He was like very specific.
53,000?
Huh? 53,000 to what it costs to be a pro bodybuilder today. And he was very specific with his, like he said, he spends up to $14,000 on food and nutrition per year. Then supplements up to $6,000 per year. Gym and coaching, look at this, $12,000 per year. That's how much I guess he's spending. And then PEDs, $1,300 to $25,000 per year on PEDs. And then he was very detailed. He was like actually one of the first guys who broke it down like detailed like that.
Hold on, what was the food?
Food per year, he put here $9,600 to $14,000 per year. This is groceries and just food.
Is that accurate, Vic?
Oh no, let me see.
You're looking at your bills. Make sure it matches. So yeah, he was very
It's
detailed.
not bad. It's like, but I don't think I was spending, just $300 a week. I was spending more on that on food.
On food, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit more on food, and on the gear, I was definitely not paying that amount he
26,000?
just wrote. Yeah,
25,000?
I think he's, he's paying retail, and if he's just doing that just to be a bodybuilder, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You're not getting the discounts. You're not getting deals. You're not shopping around. I mean, I would have to say it's fair, but I don't know what quality of stuff he's using, name brand, off brand.
Right.
There's so many different factors, but the food, I would have to say, yes, the food is right. On coaching,
Up to
it's
12,000, he said.
12,000. Is he training you? Is giving you the diet and all that? I mean, or that's, off the contest winning. I mean, I don't think you're paying your coach enough if, he's really there with you 24/7, or at least, the whole time you're training per week.
Speaking of money, what did you think of the historic deal that Mets just made when with Juan Soto signing for $765 million?
Yes,
He can go to that gym, the
We
Continental Gym.
Dominicans are worth that much and more. I think the biggest one was Alex at that time was 300.
This was historic deal, like it's
Yeah,
the
that
biggest
was
deal.
like big, and now we're looking at this. The guy from the Dodgers,
The Japanese guy.
Otani.
the Japanese,
Otani.
the gambler. Yeah, he likes
Is he
to
a gambler?
gamble. Yeah, he likes to gamble.
Yeah,
I think he blamed it on his handler that he goes, he gambled my money.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I know the switcheroo, man. You like to gamble, bro. He took the fall, though.
But it's obviously a huge deal that the Mets just
His
made.
Almost
translator.
800 million, yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing
Yeah,
deal.
it's like $800 million with opt-outs and all that. I mean, look.
Listen, that's beautiful.
I enjoyed it watching the Yankee fan tears.
He's a Yankee.
And,
I know. But you know
my
what?
condolences to you guys. You guys actually have a big
I
brother.
know.
You
Juan
actually have
Soto
a big
was
brother
good,
in
man.
town now, and
He
it's called.
contributed, man.
You have a big brother now, and his name is Steve Cohen.
I know.
He's
But
your
I have
big
to
brother
say,
now. He's actually just like the George Steinbrenner was.
I know, but
now
listen,
you have somebody that has more money than the Yankees.
he may be getting the money in the Mets, but I don't know if he's going to get the championships at the Mets.
Right,
you know?
well, time will tell.
That's it, So he switched one for the other,
Time will tell. Well, that was a historic deal.
That's
I mean,
it.
I
And if
think
he gets them the win, it's all right.
That was a
It's
big
still
deal.
a win, man. He's Dominican, Either Yankee or Dominican, you're good with me.
But the price compared to different sports, it's unbelievable.
yeah,
It's beautiful
insane.
because you have less injuries in baseball. You have 15, 20 minutes of action in 9 innings. It's like, come on, the season it's you don't really have that many games, not like basketball.
No.
And, it's not football. You're not going out there freaking, tearing heads off. And so I think it's great, man.
Yeah, whoever his coach is probably well paid too.
10%.
Whoever his coach, his trainer, he's getting $10,000 a month.
Right. He's definitely getting $10,000 a month.
Let's just hope, he stays off the injury list. That's one of the biggest things. I don't know how they did his contract, but either way, I don't know how much is guaranteed. But that is just beautiful, man.
I think it's
some good money.
This is for 8 years, right?
It's a 15-year
15-year
deal.
15,
It's a massive contract. I mean, obviously, we don't know if he's going to be playing in 15 years, but he's 27 years old. He just turned
He's
27.
Man. He's God, man.
He's
He's staying there for the whole duration, man. He's going to be a Met.
It's a pretty big deal, and we're
see who's
excited to
gonna
have
bring
him in
it.
New York.
Let's see who's going to bring it to the Mets,
How much is his biggest contract in football? I think it's from Mahon. Mahon right now has the biggest contract, but it's way low, yeah?
All right, so guys,
Mahon is 400? Yeah,
It's like half.
300, 400?
Who's
No,
this?
Mahon is a quarterback for
Mahomes.
Kansas.
Oh, yeah, Mahomes. Yeah.
speaking of making money, let's talk about the Arnold Classic announced the lineup for 2025.
It's a good lineup.
Let's talk about the Men's Open, I guess, in the Classic, right? Vic, you want to go through it? And
That's
I guess-
it. Okay, we got first one. I'll go through the list here accordingly. All right.
Yep.
William Bonac is always good to see him up there, but he's got some freaking stiff competition. You got the giant killer, Sean Clarita, Brandon Curry coming back, and Samson, Mr. Olympia.
champion. Wow, that's-
he's riding
exciting.
the highest
Samson's
stallion
going to
right
compete?
now.
Yeah.
This is the first time a Mr. Olympia winner in the Men's Open competes, right?
Very rarely that happens.
Ronnie
When was the
did
last
it.
time it happened?
Ronnie did it. I think 1 year.
But that was before we started covering.
My man Jonathan De La Rosa, let's go, John. You don't get that qualification, but it's James Hollins get. And then you have Andrew Jack. And I think Andrew Jack did not, get the placing he deserved at the Olympia. So I hope this is
He's coming for revenge.
vindication, right? You
Yeah.
agree?
Definitely.
Yeah. So you have Derek Lunsford
Wow.
looking crazy right now.
He's looking for redemption too.
Yes. I know he didn't do.
Going for revenge.
Yes, I know he didn't do the Arnold 2 years ago because he was focused on the Olympia. I know you weren't sick, but I know you were.
And he come and win.
Yeah, Patrick Moore, good to see you back.
He's finally coming back. I was
Let's keep it
waiting for him to come
steady.
back.
Yeah, keep it steady, no injuries, knock on wood. Justin Rodriguez, fellow Dominican. I mean, Justin's got to nail it, man. Just go down a little 5 pounds, and I think he can nail his condition. You got Carlos Thomas Jr. Yo, Carlos, this is one of the dark horses, because he's got the muscle, and he could definitely do good if he just brings in that freaking grainy condition, because he's just got great muscle bellies. And Akeem Williams qualified for the Olympia for
He looked
next
great.
year.
Yeah, he looked great
I came
last
to
time.
become crazy shredded body.
Akeem's
I like
condition
it.
is just getting
Yes.
better. It's not going worse. It's
No,
getting
he
better
get
each time.
every time.
So
Before the Classic, what do you think about the lineup? It's a pretty legit lineup,
no,
right?
it's a great lineup.
I mean,
good
it's a
to
massive
see.
lineup. I didn't expect Samson to compete.
Samson and Drake, and especially right now, Drake get huge.
What's up with Hadi? Why is he not on this list?
How do you put a hair implant in Turkey?
The hair implant, gonna skip it because of hair implant.
He did what? He got hair implant?
Yeah, he get their hair.
Hadi Chupan?
Hadi Chupan.
What? I didn't. Wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't even know he was losing hair.
I didn't know he was losing hair. I thought he had like a. Was he wearing a wig the whole time?
No, he said, I want to rest a little bit for spending time with my family.
I never seen a hairless Iranian. I never seen that. Losing hair is like.
That's funny.
Yeah, just little ball here and then
So-
here, just little ball.
You guys can make rugs out of the freaking hairs off the back.
Wow. Crazy.
So, quick question: Is this the first time?
Real
in, like,
Persian.
Is this the first time in over 10 years that somebody that wins the Olympia competes at the Arnold?
Definitely been a
No,
while.
I think, what is it?
Hadi
Ronnie
did-
Coleman. Ronnie Coleman did it.
That was a
Hadi
while.
did-
right?
While he was.
Yeah, but that was more than 10 years ago.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Recently, most recent, yes. This will be the first one which will be Samson,
Wow.
because
That's a big
he
gift.
said it. I love bodybuilding. I want to
It's
compete.
a lot of pressure for him too. If he loses, you know what I mean? Like
It's not even the pressure. I think he's riding on. He's confident.
he is.
Yeah, I mean,
confident.
that's
He's very
a big get for the Arnold. I think the Arnold has for a long time tried to get the Mr. Olympia to compete at the Arnold, and I
The
think
good thing is Arnold is in the middle. Arnold is between it's like part of 6 months. Exactly. 6 months and 6 months.
6 months. So if you do the Arnold, it's a good show because now you can chill for the rest until you start
Yeah.
prepping on July or whatever. June, July.
And this is, I think this is a good advantage for Samson because Samson needs more greedy, and
Right.
more
Yeah.
conditioning.
well, I'm making a
So
prediction.
they keep him
keep
down.
getting
you know?
polished, keep competing.
I'm making a prediction. At least 2 names on this list will come off in the next probably month or so.
I think the number 3.
know,
I think
man.
number 3 is more tricky. It's very hard actually.
No, he's saying people are gonna drop out. That's what he's saying.
No, I'm telling you right now, at least 2 people on this list.
Yeah,
Big
it's been
profiles.
happening a lot. It's been happening a
It's
lot.
always somebody drops out no matter what.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like 2 months from now.
Derek Lunsford, he looks huge right now. We saw the video right before this show. I mean, wow, impressive. He's going. I guess he wanted to put his size on right after the Olympia.
He had the size. I mean, he's definitely just went on the rebound. I just hope he doesn't lose his strongest point, like,
Right.
faded like he did at the Olympia. I don't know. Is the prize money still the same, or they are
Yeah.
It's $1 million total basically. 500,000 for
500,000
Yeah.
for open. But the question is, who's coaching the Drake?
Derek, who's coaching? I don't know. I
don't
think
know.
I won't want to
Honey,
speculate.
Honey retired.
I
Right?
retired, yeah.
Well, he retired from an elite athlete.
Maybe he's doing ghost
Yeah.
prepping.
That's what it said. It said elite athletes. Quotation.
So is it too early to make a prediction? Is it too early to make any prediction?
I mean, predictions are, again, they don't really
don't
mean
mean anything
anything,
right now,
but
right?
it's based on their prior record. So based on their prior record, can we make a prediction? Of course we can.
Yeah.
So what is your
It's like
prediction?
fantasy football. It goes basically how
So-
they
so-
play on the
Right,
last
yeah,
game.
right.
It kind of goes over,
So what do you think then? What is your prediction?
Man, say right now, Samson's on a high horse, so I'll have to put him first. I mean, and Derek is prior Mr. Olympia, but the way he showed this year, I mean, if he flops like that again, you could have a couple of guys ahead of him.
Flops, man. You always
No,
say.
I'm just saying.
I would love to see Akeem Williams like pull an
I'd
upset
like to see-
and like really wins this
Yeah.
show, man. Like he does. Not that they all deserve it, obviously, but Akeem
Yes.
is such a great physique,
Yeah.
and is always like
And he
play
becomes
some-
more crazy and crazy every time, every year. Recently.
Is it all
As
about
soon as he
conditioning? Is
changed
it all about
his,
conditioning
coach,
for him?
actually.
Conditioning and muscle. Who holds the most muscle?
huge.
And then you got the tall guys. You have Andrew Jack,
Yeah.
Patrick Moore,
And Samson.
Samson. Yeah, you have these
and
are the
Samson.
tall guys up there with the muscles.
I'm
So,
actually kind of want to see what package Patrick Moore will bring to the stage because I haven't seen him compete in a while, right?
Yeah,
he's a
no,
great physique
no.
too. But
Great physique, but he needs more size. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, he
if
had the
he's
frame.
fixed-
He needed to fill out that frame. That's all.
He need more size, more.
remember
muscle.
Patrick Moore had a argument with King Kamali on social media? That
my
was hilarious.
King
He
Kamali
doesn't
told
argue with him.
King Kamali told him
He criticized him with that.
Bring your gear down, and then go to classic.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, that's what happened.
Go to
said-
classic.
Patrick.
Whoa.
And he said, if I cut my 2 legs and 2 hands, I couldn't go to classic.
Wow. Throw him in classic, man. Like, wow.
So he put him to classic. He put the John De La Rosa to 2-1-2.
Yeah.
And then John De La
King
Rosa.
Kamali did all that.
Yeah, he said John De La Rosa has to be go 2-1-2.
He's just freaking shattering dreams there, man. Expectations from people.
I think John De La Rosa is 260. He's not.
John De La Rosa?
Yeah, he's not.
You know, I'm surprised
He's
that
not lightweight.
Blessing is not competing. You saw Blessing recently put out his picture. He's 200. Was it 320 pounds?
Yeah, but the weight don't mean anything, I know the weight, I mean, all that muscle and that weight, 322, where they go to his lats, his arms, and I just hope
We're gonna put the picture
his
up.
legs are blessed, with that extra weight he gained,
322. Yeah. What do you think? Are you impressed with the?
Legs.
Again, I wasn't even looking at the picture, and I'm thinking, arms. I know it went there, back. I know, but it's really about the legs. Nobody really wants to hear,
And one more thing, he's sponsoring the Muscle Tech. Why he has to be compete?
I mean, he
I want to
hasn't
see him back on the
competed.
stage. Honestly,
I mean,
I mean,
no, as a point
know.
of view. As his point of view, why he has to be compete?
My prediction on that is I think he's gonna come back and do the New York Pro.
Yeah.
Blessing.
I mean, Blessing, if he's gonna come back, that is the biggest,
Yeah.
smallest,
The third
biggest,
show.
smallest
The
show.
third-
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
big
third show of
is
the year. The
yeah,
third show of the year.
yeah.
All right.
Big is as far as people watching it, all eyes on the show. Small is based on the money. That's it. But
As far
at
as
the end of the
classic
day, it
physique.
gets-
Vic, as far as classic physique goes, any names stand out to you here on the classic physique?
classic.
Take a look
I
at
mean,
the
we
list.
have to say and go with. I mean, personally, I think we have to go with Wesley. He's,
Wesley Vissers is back.
Yeah,
he's
Wesley's back. He's defending it.
He's a defending Arnold Classic champion.
Dino is not on the list, if you notice.
Dino is not. I know. I wish I would have seen Dino there because I like
Yeah.
Dino's physique. I think yes, Wesley won last year, but I really thought for me, I don't know what pictures, but he looked kind of smooth.
Dino.
No, Wesley.
Oh, at the Olympia, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, no, at the Arnold last year, like I don't know. Some pictures he looked
You
great.
seen
some
Dino look
others he
better,
looked-
actually? Because that was a big upset.
Dino looked great. It's just Dino. I guess they kind of looked at him as off the category. That's the only thing I thought of. They saw him too much as an open bodybuilder, as opposed to classic.
Ehsan, what do you think about the lineup for the classic, and do you have any
Logan
favorites?
Franklin, it'll be good to watch though.
Yeah, Frank is good, and definitely I think goes to Wesley again.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're saying it because he's probably the biggest name on the list, right?
But
We always go by the
now,
name.
You know, he's
what
not
I mean?
gonna
He's not
come
a big-
in like last year. He's gonna come in better.
Better, of course.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's not the biggest, he's not just biggest name, he's the tallest person right now in the list, and biggest, more muscle. And he win already. I think he has more chance, and he's hungry to come back from Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
he didn't place at Mr. Olympia, yeah?
No, he got, what place did he get?
Logan
Fifth,
Franklin,
fifth.
yeah, he didn't.
Logan?
No.
Wesley, fifth place.
Wesley.
I think fifth place. I think.
Fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fifth. I was looking
fourth.
at him. I thought that was him. I wasn't sure it was him because he
No.
was just chilling, and it
Because-
was him.
He was focusing on conditioning.
Yeah,
He get more shrink.
yeah.
So
Just
because he's tall, he don't need that conditioning.
no. We gotta go
He
with the
has to
height.
come with more muscle.
Right now, when you're classic and you have that height, you kind of become superior
Yes.
for that class. Now the other guys that are shorter and stuff, and they do have the build of the, Labradas, Franco.
I
and all-
mean, Mike Sanford is good too because he gets second
Yes.
in Mr. Olympia. I think the competition is between Mike and Wesley.
Wesley.
yeah.
Mike
I think
is dangerous.
Michael's gonna give him the run.
Michael is a
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Dino, I feel like
Yeah.
should have made.
More beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
physique.
Dino should
He
have.
gets second in Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, great physique.
Yeah.
I feel like Dino,
German-
Yeah,
Dino
the
should
German guy,
have. Dino
right?
should do the show. I think. I don't know why he's not doing it. It'd be nice to see that. The rematch. You know what I mean?
He did every year Arnold and Mr. Olympia.
He should have done it again.
This is the first time after a while. Maybe he needs
Yeah,
to
he's taking a break. He's taking a break. I mean,
more
Dino
muscle,
is
yeah.
one of the top guys when it comes to the classic.
And Urs is not doing it
Yeah,
there.
he's not there either. But again, these guys are taking a break, falling back, and I think they're gonna come back better. That break does help.
Yeah.
I believe if Mike Summerfield get win in Arnold Classic, he win in Mr. Olympia too.
Who?
The Mike
My,
Summerfield.
I guess we'll talk more about the show as we
Yeah,
get closer.
it's so much. I mean, looking at the names, and I think next time we should just kind of pull out the pictures and
Yeah, do the comparisons.
and be like, because at the end of the day, they all come in shape. It's gonna
Right.
come down to structure.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Who carries the best structure, and they're all conditioned because I see a lot of classic. Very few of them come off condition. So it's gonna come down to the structure and let the best man win.
Absolutely. The last thing I want to mention today is the Bodybuilding Awards voting is live right now. People can go to bodybuildingawards.com. They can vote in 15 categories, including best male athlete, best female athlete, and all types of other bodybuilding and strength sports awards are listed in there. And this is a great chance for people to actually vote for their favorite.
Yep.
People always say, well, I like this one, I like this one. This is their chance to vote. And Vic, you are nominated and personality of the year.
Oh, look at that.
Hopefully people can vote for you.
Nice, congratulations.
Yeah, man. So I guess we'll talk more about the categories in the upcoming.
Who else is in the nomination in that
And the
category?
personality?
Yeah,
Okay,
personality.
let's talk about this. I'll tell you right now. Personality of the year. We have Jay Cutler, Urs the Bear, Mike Ahern, Victor Martinez, Chris Bumstead, Nick Walker,
Yeah, I competed with all those guys.
Fuad Abiad,
Oh, my
Guy
God.
Sister Nino, Big Boy, and Regan Grimes. Those are the personalities of the year.
Yo, man, you got Guy. Come on, man. Guy
It's
like
good.
knows
It's-
everybody.
It's a stacked up, lineup.
It's all right. Thanks for the nomination, though.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, cool.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us in this week's podcast. Remember, if you want to see our prior podcast episodes, go to Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you stream your podcasts. And remember, follow us, like, and comment. Appreciate the follow. Until next time.
All right, guys, I'm here today with some very useful information. Some information that I think would be very beneficial to help aid you guys in your fitness journey. Now, if you've been following my fitness journey, you know that I've been using this product, Semchopin. Semchopin is a product that basically increases your stem cell and GH to help speed up your recovery process from your intense workout. Now, also, if you've been following my fitness journey, you know that I've recently had shoulder surgery, and I've continued to use this product to help speed up my recovery process, and now I'm feeling better than ever. So I recommend Semchopin to anyone that trains hard, trains intense, and to anyone that has some kind of injury to help speed up their recovery process.